Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Some few hours ago, the president of Nigeria, the present president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, visited Kano State. The unthinkable happened. The citizens, some of them that were at the entrance, saw his aircraft coming in helicopter, and they started stoning him. They started stoning the helicopter. Of course, it sparked up a lot of reactions. PDP have responded to this, and they are pointing accusing finger in another direction, totally concerning this matter. And even the people are not left out. Don't forget that before his coming, Governor Ganduje had actually advised him that he shouldn't come to Kano State based on the fact that the people are really not happy over the Naira crunch, Naira design crunch, availability, and of course the fuel scarcity. He said they had looked at it unanimously, lawmakers of the state and himself and with security agencies, and they have advised the president not to come. Of course, there was a U-turn, and that happened some few hours ago. But let's give you highlights of what really took place and how usually the president is usually received in Kano as against some few hours ago, how it all transpired. But before we go to the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel for the common crowd that usually greeted President Muhammadu Buhari whenever he visits Kano State, as at Monday was nowhere to be found. Report has it that President is currently in Kano, which was his traditional base since he joined partisan politics in 2002 to commission about 7 projects. But this time around, the crowd of people that traditionally besieged roads to welcome Buhari have clearly turned their back on him. Buhari arrived in Kano from Douara, his hometown in Katsina, at about 10 a.m. in the morning yesterday, but observation had shown that people in the second most populous city chose to go about their businesses. The president started with the commission of Dala Inland Dry Port in Bomposo local government area of the state before he moved to a nearby village to inaugurate 10 MV solar plant. However, it was observed that even as the president's convoy passed by the ever-busy Madobi Road in Sharada, one of the densely populated areas in the Kano metropolis, nobody cared about the president despite his much publicized visit. Some areas such as Ahmadu Bello Road, Madaguri Road, where the President commissioned National Data Center and Muhammad Buhari Interchange Bridge, respectively, were blocked, causing traffic gridlock. My God. It was also observed that people in Kano metropolis did not pay attention to the president's visit as they continued with their businesses. The cold feet developed by residents may not be unconnected to the hardship being faced by the people of Commercial City over the fuel scarcity and non-availability of the redesign of Naira. The government also did not declare public holiday as done in Katsina on Thursday and Friday. Wow. Now, these are some of the things that happened during his visit. But now, hear what PDP has got to say concerning this show of, some persons call it show of shame that was done in Kano State. And honestly, it's surprising. We've never seen it in this fashion before in this country, ever. It has never happened. This is the first in history. And hear what PDP is saying concerning it. The People Democratic Party, PDP, has condemned the attack on President Muhammadu Buhari on Kano State, in Kano State by miscreant. PDP, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olugunagba, on Monday said the attack was allegedly sponsored by the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Hiya. The opposition party described the attack on the president as outrightly treasonable and a sacrilegious assault on national sovereignty. The statement read in part, and I quote it: "Our party is alarmed that the attack is part of APC presidential candidate's alleged plot to undermine the presidency, cause confusion, trigger violence in the country, disrupt the conduct of the 2023 general elections, and derail our democracy, having realized that he cannot win in a peaceful, free, and fair electoral process. The PDP invite Nigerians to note how Governor Abdullahi Ganduje attempted to abridge President Buhari's movement and even tried to stop him from visiting Kano State. More disquieting is the fact that the APC presidential campaign sought to humiliate and harm President Buhari while performing his official duties in Kano. It should be noted that the APC presidential candidate has been displaying open aversion and making inciting statements against the President Buhari since Mr. President's declaration in line with democratic best practices all over the world. Not Nigerians, I'll take that again, that Nigerians should freely vote for any candidate and party of their choice in 2023 general elections. The apparent frustration of Asiwaju Tinubu to resort to encourage or condone violence is fueled by his entitlement mentality that it is his turn to be president, despite his numerous ineligibility and disability baggage. Nigerians are reminded about Asiwaju Tinubu's infamous statement in London, where he declared to his supporters that political power is not going to be served in a restaurant. It is not served a la carte. It is a la carte. It's what we are doing. It is being determined. You do it at all costs. Fight for it. Grab it, snatch it, and run with it. Only recently, Asiwaju Tinubu further incited his followers against President Buhari at APC's presidential rally in Abeokuta, Ogun State, where he accused Mr. President of attempting to subvert the electoral process. It is now clearer why the APC presidential candidate presently established a militia codenamed the Jagaban Army, which is designed to undermine our national security, unleash violence on institutions of democracy, and disrupt the electoral process. The PDP counsels the APC presidential candidate to come to terms with the fact that Nigerians are determined to have free, fair, and credible elections, and that they are unwavering in their choice of the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar as the next president of this country. Of course, Nigerians have taken to their social media handle to respond to this. You take cross sections of this and we'll wrap this up. This one here say Olugu Nagba is having mental problem. How is it possible for Tinubu to attack the president in Kano? Many of the PDP spokespersons are actually lunatics and they are not knowledgeable. I don't know, but honestly, I really don't know why they're actually accusing Bola Tinubu. I'm not saying anything. I'm not supporting Bola Tinubu. I'm not also defending him. Okay, the politicians are capable of anything, really. But I feel it's taking this accusation, fair, this insultive baggage between these two parties. I think it's taking it a bit too far. Nigerians generally are groaning over the issue of scarcity of fuel. But then again, this has never been seen in the history of Nigeria before. Studying the early part of the presidency, it's unheard of in Nigeria. This is the very first. Happening in Kano is crazy. Let's listen to that comment.